Good morning, good morning. Happy day. It is Thursday. Where is everybody? Let's wake up. I'm gonna play some music and get us going. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me find the music. That would be nice, huh? All right, here we go. Come on, Alexa, you can do it.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't all? So come on, let's play. Forget the rush you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Begin it easy, won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. And come on, let's play.
Oh my goodness, it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. Connecticut is absolutely beautiful. Never been here before, so I am enjoying the heck out of what I'm seeing. Didn't care so much for the traffic getting into here, but you know, there's traffic everywhere. So let's just see what's going on. Suzanne, good morning. Linda Lemieux, hello. All right, so let's go into our hearts and find out what's happening, first of all, inside. And then we'll check in with each other and get a check-in this morning to see how everybody's doing. So touching the heart center, slow down the breathing, and add in the love. Don't forget to add gratitude for yourself, gratitude to God, gratitude for the breath that you're breathing. I am so grateful for each one of you that are here. It's Thankful Thursday. So hold in your heart something you are thankful for. It might be a person, a place, anything in your life. Just find one thing you're grateful for. Gratitude will lift your vibration and pull you higher. And then let everything else go. Just let it right away as we just focus now on what we're doing. Why are you here? Did you come in to check in this morning? Did you come to see how everybody else is doing, or to share what you're up to and how you're doing? Linda, I think you're getting ready to get on the road, aren't you? Pretty soon. And it's going to be so good to see Linda and wrap our arms of love around her at the retreat. Everybody else, how's everyone this morning? How's your morning shine going? It was a beautiful night. It's a little chilly here. It's 59 right now. So yeah, I got a little chilly last night, but that's okay because it's a happy chill. And this morning I woke up refreshed after the drive. It wasn't a long drive from where we were in Long Island to get here. And we had an option. We could have taken the ferry across the water, and just would have been about the same amount of time, but it would have been a different scene. We chose to drive it, and I'm so glad we did, because it's beautiful. The roadways here are just lined with these beautiful trees, and they're starting to change color, you guys. I can see it. There were several trees that were red and orange, and we were just delighted to see that. Linda, we're in Hartford, Connecticut right now. We'll be here through the weekend. We're spending time with Jean's daughter, Mary Ann. And in fact, that's where Jean is right now. I'm all by my lonesome. It feels weird to be all by myself after I've been immersed in everyone's energy for so long. But yeah, I'm spent the night by myself last night. So a good rest and feeling really good. Annie, Grayson and myself are doing okay. He's doing good in school. I am so glad to hear that. Annie, my heart just rejoices when I hear good news about the children. And Grayson is so dear to my heart. I can still feel his little hug when he came up to me when I drove up in the driveway. He's adorable. Kathy, you have 67. Well, you're a little warmer than me, but you're south of me also. And Linda, you're leaving 9/23. Oh, that's coming up really soon. You know, it comes so fast. This is what I found, and that retreat is right around the corner. So it's going to be, before we know it, we will be pulling up in that beautiful driveway and enjoying each other. All right, how about a Kuan Yin card if no one else is going to check in and tell us how you're doing? And hopefully we can say some names and get other people in here, like our blue, Grace Isis, who we missing, Brookie. Just say a name of somebody that you would like to have check in with you. Joanne, good morning. Let's get our Stacy in here. We haven't seen Stacy in a bit. So calling in Stacy Lord. And who else? Isabel, Charlie. Get them all in here. All right, I have a Kuan Yin card. Don't know what it says, but oh, this is a good one. Don't we have a full moon coming up? I can't remember what day it is for the full moon, but the card this morning, there's our Gracie, and we're calling in Charlie. Oh, thank you, Gracie. Terrific, trusting Thursday. So Kuan Yin's card is the magic of the moon to manifest. And I see we lost a channel. Let me see who kicked us off. Give me just a moment. And find out where we got kicked off. The Angel Speakers page. All right, we're back on. That was interesting to be kicked off of my page. So let's get everybody back in. Give a moment and see if we get people back in. Let me know when you're back. See Andrea and Suzanne. And yeah, sometimes I think Facebook just hits that button and we're gone. But I have a button too, so I hit my button and it goes back on. Thank you, Annie. Thank you, Gracie. Thank you all for coming back on. Yeah, it's just weird. It's like this little game that they play with you, and I don't even know what triggers it. Sometimes it's a word that's said. Sometimes I think they just randomly say, no, disconnect. You can't be on today for whatever reason. But we are back. So let's try. Oh, hi, Deirdre on YouTube. Let's try that Kuan Yin card again. The magic of the moon to manifest. Just as the light of the moon ebbs and flows, all things happen according to a timing that benefits the greater garden of life. How short-lived that garden would seem if all flowers bloomed at once and then it was over. As the next moon grows full, set your intention. Your time for blossoming is near. Somebody, I know one of you has to know, when is the full? It's coming up pretty soon. So this is a message to guide us. As that full moon gets nearer and nearer, we know that we can set our intentions and we can just watch it blossom, whatever those intentions are. And for me, on the full moon, I do a ritual myself where I let go of anything that I don't want anymore. And it's best to do it over a fire, but you can also do it over water, or you can bury it in the earth. But letting go of anything that you don't need anymore, making space for what you're going to manifest is so important, because then you can call in what you want and there's room for it, and you don't have the resistance, and you don't have all the ego thoughts of, not going to happen. It's just a beautiful flow with the full moon energy. Jennifer, you're back. Thank you. Thank you, everyone who came back in after that little boot that we got from Facebook. Oh, Kathy, great. Abundance. That's what I'm talking about. Saturday is the full moon. Thank you, Suzanne. Well, I'm going to check around here where we're at and see if there's any kind of ceremony going on Saturday. I want to see if there's any kind of metaphysical stores, spiritual bookstores, any place that might have that information of what they're doing. And we're going to check out some of the parks around and just do a little bit of touring while we're here in Hartford. I've never been to Hartford before. And I asked Marianne if there was a place we could do a water blessing and maybe even a land blessing while we're here. So we'll see. She works for the library, so she has a lot of resources in the area. So we're going to we're just going to let the angels guide her to take us to that perfect place. And we'll be prepared. If there's going to be a land blessing, we'll let you all know ahead of time. There's going to be a water blessing for sure. We're going to visit, I think, some of the lakes that are nearby, or streams, or whatever we can find. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Suzanne. Yeah, I've been so busy with retreat stuff that I haven't really paid attention to what's up. But what day is Saturday? Is that the 11th? No, Saturday's the 10th. The 11th is the 2-year mark for the Peace on Earth tour, you guys. 2 years on the road. And it doesn't feel like it. I mean, in some ways, when I think back on the journey and think back on the places that I've been, the experiences, the people that I have met, like as I look at the names of who's here today, let me see, I think I have met all of you, except Andrea, who I'm going to meet at the retreat. Yeah, every name that I see, I've actually sat with you and been in your beautiful presence and wrapped my arms around you and gotten your love. So it has been quite the journey to do that, to meet the P's. And it feels like that's what the first part of the Peace on Earth tour and that journey was all about. It was meeting all the family and doing the land blessings that were done and the water blessings. Now it feels like it's get down to business time. You know, I know that this 3rd year of the journey is going to really expand out into different areas. Oh, Linda, I love that. You are the spoke in our will. I love that. It's just so beautiful to be in your presence. All of you that I know and that I've sat with and spoken to, you're just so beautiful. So this coming year of the tour, I'm going to go into places I haven't been before. Like today, Connecticut, I've never been here. So this is a new state for the tour. And there's very few states that I haven't touched yet. I haven't touched a lot of the northern states like Wisconsin, North Dakota, all of those out west that are up high. I think I've been to all of the lower states. I haven't done land blessings in all of them. So any of you that live in a state where there has not been a land blessing, just let me know if you want to do one. If you want me to come to where you are and we can do it together, or if you have a special place in your state that you think would really benefit from me going in there and doing that land blessing and bringing in the energy, I would love to come into the states that haven't been touched. I know, right, Linda? I definitely have slept in Connecticut now. Good morning, Oksana on YouTube. Thank you for being here. So what are you all doing for the full moon? Do you have any plans? Is there something special that you're going to do? Hope, 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 hope. Good morning to Hope and Zena. And Hope says, someday soon, I will get across that pond. I know this. I know that I'll be coming to the UK to see our Hope. Maryland still needs one. It does, Kathy. Let's find that perfect place for it. And I think it's going to happen soon. I really do. So we'll see how that pans out. I want to go to Alaska. I just keep feeling that state calling me for some reason. I have never been to Alaska, and definitely the tour has not been to Alaska. But yeah, I know I'm going to go there, but I think it's going to be on a boat. I think we are going to cruise to Alaska. So put that in your manifestation jar if any of you want that. If you'd like to be on that cruise, let's do a cruise. Let's do a spiritual cruise and just take a few days, maybe a week even, and just go. Start saving your pennies now. But, you know, some of these cruises are really affordable if you get them ahead of time. If you know, like even 6 months ahead of time that you're going to go somewhere, they're really not that expensive, not like it used to be. Oksana, you're doing a cacao ceremony and going on a birthday party where we're going to do manifestation boards, maybe. I'm not sure what a Nord is, but I think that's supposed to be a board. That's wonderful. You know, Michelle Anderson and I did a vision board workshop, and how awesome that some of you have already manifested things that were on your board. And keep going, keep manifesting, keep doing that. And I don't know, maybe we want to have one big board at the retreat and we all add to that and manifest as a group. And maybe that's one of the things we manifest is a cruise to Alaska or Hawaii or to wherever. So we'll see what happens when we get there. There's so much that's going to be going on at that retreat. And we always have room for creativity. So whatever happens will happen. All right. So anybody with prayer requests this morning, anything in your life going on that we need to know about? And let's lift up the ones that are not here. We haven't seen Blue. We haven't seen Stacy. We tried to call her in. A lot of the P's that are normally here in the morning are not here. So call them in and let's lift them up and pray for whatever's going on in their life. And in my own life, just please continue to lift Brian up, my nephew. He is still in the hospital, and just remember my sister Billy. She's going through so much right now, just watching him and feeling so helpless, as you can imagine, those of you who are parents, or if you're not a parent, being an empath for someone who watches their child just in such dire straits. His liver is not functioning. His kidneys have now lost function. And he's still in the hospital, of course. So it's very difficult for her as a parent to watch this and to just know that, you know, she can't fix it. There's nothing that can be done from a human standpoint. So we put him in the circle and we ask for the best and highest good, which is all we can do for any of our loved ones, right? We read the list yesterday and reviewed who's on there. And there's many, many that are suffering and that need a prayer, that need a miracle. Thank you, Kathy. I really appreciate that. All right. So anything else going on in the world? I know the fires out in Big Bear, they're like 2% contained from what Cuppa was telling me yesterday. They had to evacuate their home because the fires came so close. It did not consume their home, as far as I know at this moment. They went back home to get some rest yesterday and check on things. And when she went home, she found a beautiful black and white feather in her front yard. I'm thinking that there's a bird out there that they have that has that black and white marking. I think that it was that bird. And then she found a quarter. So signs from heaven that her home was protected during all of that. And thank you all for holding up our sister. You know, she's not always in here with us, but she is here in spirit and she loves every one of you. and is very grateful that you prayed for her yesterday. Oh, Kathy, thank you for that. The hub that holds all of us spokes in the wheel of love and peace. Thank you, Andrea. So anything else going on where you're at or that you know of in the world? You know, I don't watch the news. I don't just sit and look at TV. And I don't want to go into all of that energy that it puts out. But I do know what's going on in the world. There's a way to find out without sitting and inundating yourself in all of that. And I know that there's still strife and conflict going on in some of the countries like the Ukraine. There's still places that have fighting and warring over certain things. So when I pray for Mama Gaia, which our Deirdre always brings up for us every day to pray for, I include every place that's struggling, every place that's got just so much energy of discord and just can't seem to find that pulse of peace. And that's my prayer. And the angels just gave that. I love that phrase, the pulse of peace. I think I'm going to title that for our panel discussion that we're having on the 21st. I've got some amazing people that will be there talking about peace on International Day of Peace. And we'll be doing that online. So I need to write it down. So give me just a minute and let me do it before I forget it, because, you know, when you have that thought about something and then all of a sudden you go on to something else and it's lost. So I'm just typing it into my notes on my phone so that I'll remember it. The pulse of peace. All right, Queen Elizabeth needs her prayers. Yes, she does. She does. I've seen some articles recently of her, and just lift her up for this phase of her life. You know, she lost her husband, what was it, a few years ago, I think, that he passed. And I just feel her wanting to be with him. That's what I feel. As an empath, I can just really sense that energy with her. So lifting her up with love. Anybody else, any other prayer requests that you want to put out there this morning? Let's pray for our Auntie Jean. I think she's starting to feel the effects of the journey now, the travel effects. And I think this is going to be a good time for her to rest, to immerse herself in her daughter's loving energy. And I told her, just take time today and spend it with your daughter, you know, just reunite. She hadn't seen her in a while. It's been, I think, 3 years since she had seen her daughter, Marianne. So Marianne took the day off work. I said, just be, you know, I've got things to do. I've got some clients today. I've got work I need to do on the retreat, like getting that schedule out to all of you, and some of the things that has been told for us about the house. There's some requirements, there's some things that are do nots. So we want to honor where we're going and honor that owner of the house and what she's asked from us. And otherwise, we're going to have fun. We're going to adhere to her demands, which are not unreasonable. And we're going to have fun. Oh, Rick, you're going to the kidney doctor today for test results. Well, let's lift that up. You can't get on Facebook. Well, you're on YouTube, and thank you. Thank you for finding it. And we're going to be right there with you at that doctor's office. What time is your visit today, Rick? So we can all pay attention at that time and send loving thoughts and prayers your way while you're meeting with your doctor. And I'm going to ask Archangel Raphael to be with you. Raphael is the healing angel. So he guides all the doctors and nurses any medical professional and any healers, anyone who does spiritual and energetic healing. There you are, Deirdre on YouTube. Prayers for all humans, Gaia, World Peace, Auntie Jean, and Brian. Thank you. Okay, 11:30 Eastern Time. Rick will be visiting his doctor, and let's all visit the doctor and sit there in that waiting room and hold Rick while he gets those results. Suzanne says, my mom is in the hospital, but she is healing. Awesome. So we lift her up still. And your mom is so beautiful. Thank you for sharing a picture of her so we can know what she looks like. And we can just really get into her energy and love on her as we always do. So let's do that loving part of our show. Let's go into the prayers and into our hearts. Remembering all of those that are on our prayer list. We had some new ones added in yesterday, and we lift them up. So let's take a breath in and release it out through your mouth. Again, breathe in love this time. And release anything else. Breathe it out slowly. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let anything that's unlike love float away from you. Any anxiety, any stress. Breathe in again. And this time, with that in-breath, just envision you're pulling in all of the peas in our pod. Every one of us, you're breathing it right into your heart. All of their loved ones that they placed in the prayer circle. Any of the places that are in dire need right now of attention. Breathe all of that in with that in-breath. Just see them as minuscule particles, and you're breathing it right into your heart. Let's hold them so close in there. Just hold on to them. Say a little I love you to them before you send them back out. And send them directly to God, Source, Creator, great-grandfather, whatever you choose to call that being that is the highest being of all, and asking that each one be seen, acknowledged, and that prayers be answered for the best and highest good. And now let's give some gratitude for that. We are so thankful that we have a loving God. We are so grateful that we can be aware of our words. We can be aware of bringing our dear ones to a loving God that's going to look on each one and really acknowledge each prayer that we've lifted up. And we ask Raphael, the healing angel, to be with each one that needs healing of any kind, physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. We ask the master healer, Jesus, to touch each person. Just the touch is all that's needed to heal completely. And now let's breathe in again. And this time, just like when you pulled in all the requests and all the people, this time pull in everyone that's gathered here right now. Just pull everybody right into your heart. Breathe it in. Breathe them into your heart. And let's give a big, big, big thank you, I love you. On the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. Tammy joined us. Thank you, Tammy, for being here. And thank you all for lifting each other, for loving each other, for being the kind of family that we want to be in. You know, many of us have had issues with our biological family, at least with some of the members. But knowing that this family is all love, that's what we are. We eat, drink, live, breathe, love, unconditional love for each other. So thank you for that. Thank you for being a part of that. And our Leo is a part of that. So let me go find him and let's get out of here with a cuppa full of joy. I hope you had your cup filled with joy today. I hope as you came in here to sit with us, that something that was said, some person that sent their love to you, I hope it touched you in a special way. I hope that you hold this love in your heart all day long because it was sent for you to have and to hold. Come on, Leo, sing to us.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead. Wherever we may be, we create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Cuppa full of joy. Cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa. Give me cuppa joy. 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 Give me joy. Give me cuppa joy. Give me cuppa joy. Give me cuppa joy. Give me joy. Give me cuppa joy. Give me a cuppa joy. Woo!
All right. Let's go have a beautiful day. What do you say? I'm ready for one. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go do it. I love you so much. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. And I will see you later. Namaste, y'all. Bye, everyone.